that was actually I was wondering what's happening to Archangel. They picked Faramis, but on the second and third games they picked almost the same heroes except for the Faramis, and they won in a very very organized manner. Anyway, we're getting into the draft here.
I mean,
What a logo!
Okay, don't mind me. I saw the logo and okay, Hakdog. Very Hakdog.
And they have a crown.
Seeing this, their names, it's changed to Deadman's, Paka, Benzon, Tisha Wangdu, and it's Jere. So we're not going to see San Goku.
Yeah, that's sad. They changed their official names now because they're in the main qualifiers, right? So I think this is gonna be their names coming in soon. We'll verify that for you guys. But wow, I feel like on the other side they didn't. So that's Saksa, Escalera, Yasuo, Kiki, and Ison. I'm not sure. I need to check the names again. But is this the same Ison that I'm thinking about? I don't think so.
Ison with an I. No. You're probably thinking about
right.
Eson. Eson is playing for Blacklist.
Yeah, Eson Esports. No, Blacklist got Blacklist the other Blacklist. I kind of feel bad if you noticed yesterday the brackets. We didn't get to spectate the matches, but the other sister team for Blacklist, it did also make the cut. I actually feel a little sad. At the same time, I was looking forward to what their lineup was going to be. It was a very mysterious team, and we didn't get a chance to glimpse at it. So we are here onto the picks here. Yuzong not showing up. Did you see a lot of Yuzong on your streams yesterday?
It was always banned, but when it got it was played, I think it was a bit. I think it had a 66% win rate on my end.
Wow. It's still scary, right? Despite the nerf. I heard he was nerfed. I didn't get to read the full patch notes on that one. I believe he was nerfed.
These are the things that don't really matter in terms of the ability of the hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now the hero is timely. What I mean by timely is he really is strong in the current sets of heroes that we have.
Yep.
You can see Uranus getting picked, and that's because Uranus is strong right now. I think it's the same for Yuzong. Yuzong has a way to push back everyone, to isolate everyone by himself with his ultimate, and with that also means that he can go to the back line and take care of the marksman or the control mages onto the back end of the map,
right?
Just to even out the fight, or probably just to win the fight from there on out.
And because of that, of course, Atlas is one of the highly contested tanks as well in this one, and will get picked up by Hakdog. On the other side, I'm having deja vu because these are the exact same picks that they used last night. Like, first pick, second pick on the Popolin Koopa, and then Escalera is going to pick this Farsa, and basically they're just gonna shuffle between the off lane. So very interesting that they haven't decided to change anything yet. Arkangel Esports, maybe they're trying to give away some weird stuff so that the Hakdog's expectations will be a little disrupted, maybe, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But looking at it, Rockhart, they do pick the Gatot. Gatot is one of those heroes that were not necessarily. I don't think he was buffed.
No.
He wasn't buffed in any way. I think there were changes, but then again, just knowing the impact of this hero and how many times we see him into the picks for the open qualifiers, they see something in this hero, and this hero will make or break the side of Hakdog right now. Because the thing about it is, it's not really proven and tested in terms of these kinds of tournaments. So right now, this is the first time that we're going to see Gatot in a new light, and it's probably going to be a pain for Farza, because every time Farza uses the Feathered Airstrike, it can be the signal of war for Gatot to just go in with the Avatar's Guardian, then
just dive in,
destroy, just destroy anyone in their path. Speaking
of non-meta heroes, Azask, not not as picked as I thought it would be. Same with Hayabusa, but Hakdog, they're really going. Feels like such a strong dive composition, because if you're a Zask, you go for the ultimate, you fight. Like, there's no choice. You can't walk around, and you really want to fight, and they want to choose those fights, obviously, around the Atlas. Will they be able to pick it up? That's a question. Yesterday, Saksa had a great game on the carry as well, and they have a Jawhead for assist. So overall, a well-rounded lineup as well for Arkangel.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing how AA wants to deal with this, considering that they all have how do I say this? They all have flickers on their side, so they know that these tanks or these initiators from the side of Hakdog, they really need the extra time to set up for their stunts or for their initiates. So what they're gonna do is they're just gonna save up these flickers for when the time comes that there's a big team fight. They will just flicker out, then negate every initiating potential coming out here from the side of Hakdog. Hakdog, in a way, has a lot of space. If they lose one fight, they can win another fight just by waiting for their ultimates to go off cooldown rather. That only means that Hakdog needs to pick their fights, and Arkangel needs to conserve their flickers as much as possible.
That's right. Full flicker lineup, by the way. I mean, you don't see that every day, but maybe you will, starting now, because Arkangel are picking it up. And that should be very interesting to watch. So before we get into our game, just want to welcome ourselves back here. We're back, bro. And it's gonna be a long day. So it's a short reminder for us to just calm down and enjoy the first matchup that we have, Hakdog versus Arkangel Esports.
Okay, so this is going to be their first game of MPL Season 6. Hakdog versus Arkangel Esports. Paka here trying to take down this dog, but Yasuo actually going in. This is a 1v3. I don't know why he went in. He can get out, but he really did himself in the foot there.
Yep, absolutely. And the damage output is going to be real here for Hakdog, regardless of whatever intrusions they do, unless the Koopa can take it. But yeah, that's a nice try. Yeah, very, very nice try. Still providing a little bit of pressure. It's a 1-3-1, right? It's a normal 1-3-1 that we're used to seeing. Especially if the Selena gets a lot of picks, it will be super effective. Now, no Feather Airstrike for for Escalera rather, means he does not go for the fight, but you don't need that if you got a Jawhead on your back. Beautifully done there by Arkangel for the first blood.
And very good play coming out here from Arkangel Esports. That will gimp the Zaz capability to fight early in the game. Because, it all boils down to Zaz's capability to relocate and put all those, how do you say this? Alien spawns? Do we call them that?
Nightmaric spawns, yeah.
Nightmaric spawns. Once you put the Nightmaric spawns, it's all up to your mana to relocate this Nightmaric spawn, and all your pushing capability and all your isolation capability goes on that Nightmaric spawns.
Absolutely.
But if you think about it, they take out the blue. They take him down. They take out the blue. And that means Deadman here still needs to wait for another blue buff to get his maximum potential. Spack here just protecting this Zask from Keke. And Keke here being very aggressive. What can you say about this, Rockhart?
Yeah, this is how they used to play yesterday as well. Making use of the early game for the Popoling Koopa to just provide so much harassment. No damage, right? Not much damage output, but look at that. He's just doing so much work. And the tanking capabilities of Koopa obviously is just beautiful to look at. And that's something that they're abusing over and over again. Right now, though, what's gonna happen here if they get dove in? That's a great throw into the tower. Forces Benzon to flicker out of there. And now it's the re-engage with the full Zask ultimate. Oh my god, the damage output is also very real. But again, because of just one pick, they're gonna be able to get out of there alive. And Saksa, he's not joining the team fights yet. He is still a long way to go before he can do that.
He doesn't have to. Rockhart, in a way, this team is doing well without him.
Yeah.
Escalera here just dishing out damage. That shouldn't have been a kill on Benson if he didn't stay in that area. Feathered airstrike, just way too much damage. It literally one shot the Selena for the side of Arkangel Esports. So kill after kill, and Gillette instant replay here. Escalera, look at this. Wow. If he just stayed a bit farther away from the Farsa, he could have lived.
Yeah, but that's not going to be the case. And so, good decision making as well for Escalera for keeping the feathered airstrike in a good position. Look at this guy. Look at the damage this Farsa is doing with the help of Kiki on that Popoling Koopa, doing great amounts of damage. But can you out damage a full buff Nightmare spawn? That's a big question. On the bottom lane, though, it's going to be Jere with some decisions to make of his own. Does he defend or does he back off? Apparently, he can't anymore. Good damage and good push from Arkangel here.
Okay, so Arkangel right now, they're very, very much happy with that bottom turret take on their side, because it will open up the jungle side here. It will open up the Hakdog side of jungle here, and they can actually go for invades much safely right now, rather than Hakdog going to their jungle, just because they still have their turret onto the top lane. Tisha Wangdu here getting scratched. Is that the proper term? Scratch?
Yeah, scratch.
Or
there you go.
Masha is literally just scratching everyone in the map. But look at Spaka. Spaka, that was a very good initiation. And look at this. The spawn will be thrown out, and he will be forcing it back here on their faces, but it won't really matter as they have enough damage to take it down. Rockheart, what is Hakdog gonna do for these certain fights?
Oh man, they want to go for the fight, but looks like their damage output is starting to wither without the Zask ultimate, and that's Escalera unstoppable on that Farsa. Wow. So they don't. Arkangel Esports doesn't even need to come near them, right? I mean, they're doing damage from a long distance. I feel like I'm getting a nuclear missile thrown at me whenever Escalera goes through feathered airstrike. So far that's all they're doing. They're keeping Hakdog behind their tail, and again, they're relying on the Zask ult, but it's not doing them a lot of work right now. Yasuo going in the middle, he's scratching everyone like you said, Butters, and this is a mess here for Hakdog right now.
And every initiation that Hakdog is doing, every initiation kit that they have, skill, they're using it to get away. And this is bad for the side of Hakdog. Let's have another instant replay here brought to you by Gillette. And wow, Masha here just being at the right place at the right time, scratching the hell out of that Zack. And it will be, Yasuo having a great time just farming up the map. And there will be a time where in terms of 1v1, nobody will take him down. Nobody can take him down. Nobody can go head to head with a 1v1 on a Masha. So looking at it, Yasuo and Saksa, they're doing great. They're on the bottom lane, and they're just trying to farm as much as possible, trying to clear the waves and trying to push as much as possible.
Yep, that's what they're doing very efficiently as well, because they have Eson on the front line. He can take care of anyone who comes in. Eson's even crying using the sticker just to make sure he can taunt and force the Fatal Links, which he does. And they take a tower and they just walk away, like so easily. Wow, Arkangel.
What were you going to say?
Yeah, I mean Arkangel. They're becoming like a real boss here, walking everywhere on the map and just picking whatever they want.
I mean, as long as you have the flicker, you're pretty safe. You don't really have to fight it. As long as you have flicker, you can get out. That's the only reason why Escalera went for the Purify, is it doesn't even have to be in front.
Yeah, that's
go for it. Yeah, just wait for the proper time to use it. Then if you get hit by an arrow, then just use Purify. If you get flickered on by an Atlas, then just use Purify. It's pretty basic if you think about it. And it's all about the spells. I think the spells made all the difference here on the side of Arkangel Esports.
Yep, because all the engages that Hakdog is doing is just being nullified over and over again, right? Like you said, these flashes, there's flickers. Oh my god! What a damage! One feathered airstrike hit, bro.
Dead man taking his name way too literally here.
Seriously.
He is actually dead. He is actually dead once those feathered airstrike just collapse on him. But Tisha Wangdu, look at the peel, look at the poke that Arkangel Esports has. It's not even a poke. It's literally a haymaker right now for the Farsa. The damage out was just way too much. He gets hit by an arrow, but they cannot commit on that.
Yeah, it's like a ballistic missile at this point, right? If you stand on the blast zone, you're gonna get serious damage. That's what's happening here for Escalera's Farsa 5-0-4 in the supportive mage role. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful.
Look at Spaka! Look at Spaka, my goodness.
Man, that's a tank!
That's a tank.
Wow.
You should be worried. Hakdog, you should be worried right now. Escalera is just making it rain. Damage.
Literally.
He has the mystery shop talent on his side. It's 504. He's gonna hit his items very fast, and KK here is the next target. But even with the ultimate getting committed, they cannot turn it into a pick-off. They cannot turn it into a kill. They're really struggling to find anything on the map right now, Rockhart.
Yeah, that's just what's happening here. Absolute control from Arkangel Esports. Now, Escalera, can he be defended here? He is so brave! He fought well inside that pit! He did not have anyone in the front, but he was still able to get someone, especially with the help right now of Yasuo on... Oh my gosh. This Masha is so brave, man. Everyone in Arkangel knows that they can't die right away, and they're fighting like there's no tomorrow.
And well, you would fight like there's no tomorrow if you know that the enemy team can't answer in any way. That's one of the things that Arkangel is really holding on to right now. And Hakdog, they need to make something happen. They need to fight this. If they can't, this is going to be Arkangel's win, and it will be, as they take down the base. Rockhart, game number 1 goes to Arkangel Esports, fast and with swag.